Chromakopia. Chromakopia. Let's talk about it. I'm Leah Dubs, and I'm a writer. That's it. Chromakopia by Tyler, the Creator was just released a couple of weeks ago as of me recording this. This is the first Tyler, the Creator album that I have listened to.
Okay.
I have not heard any of his music up to this point. I have, however, heard him speak on a lot of his interviews and draw a lot of inspiration from the things that he says in his interviews. He speaks to the creative in all of us and is really good at wording some of the pitfalls that we run into when trying to express ourselves and how to sort of deal with those things and get over those hurdles. Because I had liked his interviews style so much, when the album came out, I thought I would just give it a listen, and I was so pleasantly surprised by how much I enjoyed this album. Chromakopia is an epic tale of unmasking. In this album, Tyler, the Creator, works to unmask himself, all while encouraging the listener to do the same. He references this very bold maneuver multiple times throughout the album. The irony in this work lies in the fact that he is using this method of unmasking as a way to sort of throw himself into the fire. He is on a mission to cleanse himself of guilt and shame by being overwhelmingly truthful about the inner experiences of his world. This is a world that he has created on his own through his life choices. Maybe this world in his mind is called Chromakopia. I'm not sure, just speculating here, having fun with what this could possibly mean. So I want to first mention some of the things that I liked about the album overall. I really enjoyed the sound of this album. It is very different than what I'm used to listening to. I also really enjoyed Tyler, the Creator's flow. He is all over the place with his flow. I personally prefer a more steady flow. So I was having a lot of fun, swimming in a different pool, getting a different sound in my ear, because this type of sound and this type of flow is not usually on my rotation. I thought, even though it is outside of my preferred enjoyment, I thought that there was a lot of love and a lot of passion, a lot of thoughtfulness put into this album, and I just enjoyed experiencing this project. Another thing that I really loved was his mother's advice, her words throughout the album, and the beginning of some songs, at the end of some songs, in the middle of some songs. And I really liked hearing that voice, and I liked the things that she was saying, and this voice acting as a conscience throughout this album. It seems obvious that this woman, Tyler, the Creator's mother, really has given him a strong and sturdy foundation on how to pursue a life of authenticity. Now, this is Tyler, the creator, not Tyler, the Creator, the person. I make a point to be obnoxiously repetitive about this because the artist and the person are different. We cannot listen to a Tyler, the Creator album and know what to get him for Christmas. We don't know these people. We don't know how they interact in their environment. Tyler, the Creator, character rapper, gets a lot of support from the wisdom of his mother. And I love this overall, just as a performance. It was like theater for my ears, from top to bottom, just as a work of art, as an entertaining, artistic performance. I enjoyed it very much. Now, the fun stuff. My favorite parts of the album, the nuts and bolts of the actual songs. Very first song, Saint Chroma. I loved this intro. It reminded me of J. Cole's intro in For Your Eyes Only. I just so happened to make a video about that, and you should go watch it. This reminds me of Sorrow Songs, where in the J. Cole For Your Eyes Only, that intro had the sorrow song tone, but it was very sorrowful. This is similar in that it has a sorrow songs tone. Sorrow songs are songs that African American slaves would sing on the plantation as they were working the plantation, and it is really the beginning of Black American music. And this has that similar tone, and it's not very sorrowful, but it is very redemptive. You get this sense that he is on his way somewhere. There's some animal noises, there is marching at the very beginning. It feels very powerful. I also loved when that beat dropped. I never get tired of a song starting off slow, of a rap song starting off slow, and then that beat dropping. I never get tired of that. Never. I would classify the first 3 songs as the intro because the first 3 songs sort of bleed together so beautifully, and it sounds like the grand opening of a theater performance. And it even starts off, you get that tone from Saint Chroma. It starts off pretty mellow all the way through. Noid has that grandiose sound to it. Noid actually was one of my favorite songs on the album. Musically, I loved the sound of that one so much. I also really liked the sound switching in each of my eardrums with a left shoulder, right shoulder, left shoulder, look, left shoulder, right shoulder, left shoulder, look. I liked that it switched in my ear. I wanted it to happen again at the second part of that song, but it did not happen again. Honestly, I liked every single song, so it's going to be really hard for me to just pick through my favorite songs. These next 4 songs, he's sort of, I think he's talking about his mask to the world, the stories that he tells himself about why he is the way that he is, maybe even making excuses for some of his bad decisions. Darling, I loved that one. And Judge Judy, I really liked this one. The song is about a rendezvous he's having with a woman, and they experience, how should I say, sexually fringe moments together. It's not surprising that he's saying that he won't judge this woman, because I think it's less about her willingness to participate in a rendezvous and more about her sexually fringe preferences. And in the end, it turns out that this woman died, and I wasn't sure what happened or how she died. I was confused about it, so I went online, and there's this rumor going on Reddit that this woman that he's talking about in Judge Judy is the same woman that he got pregnant in Jane. And when I read that, I was so upset. I was like, this is so sad. This is so fucking sad that I can't even listen to this song anymore. I was sick to my stomach. But I woke up the next morning and I listened to it again, actually to prepare for this video. And I don't think that this is the same woman. In Jane, that woman is speaking as if there is some future. So she's talking about the decision on what to do as if there is a future for her to participate in. In Judge Judy, this woman apparently already knew that she was terminally ill when she met Tyler, the Creator, and is possibly why she was more open to unmasking herself sexually to get these last experiences before she passed away. Still very, very, very sad and a bit triggering for me because of my experiences, my past experience in life, personally triggering. I do like that song because it just drawed out a strong reaction in me. And I think that any artwork that draws out a strong reaction from anybody is good stuff. The next track, Sticky, I loved all the features on this one. I'm just gonna say as a little side note that Wheezy's verse, he sounded good. I know he's getting a lot of haters on the internet right now. The Carter 6 is coming out and Wheezy sounds great. That's all I'll say about that. What's interesting is that this song is called Sticky, and he says over again, it's getting sticky, it's getting sticky. And then the tone of the album seems to change after this song. He's sort of warning us that there's something to come that is a bit heavier for the listener to absorb. Take Your Mask Off. Ouch. He is rapping through different scenarios of examples of how people lie to themselves as their life is going down a path they don't want. That last scenario that he gives, I believe he's talking about himself, and it happens to be the longest and the most harsh. I also like Him. That is probably my favorite song. No, that's not probably. That's for sure my favorite song on this album. I loved the sound so much. And I love Lola Young's voice. I loved her voice before I even heard this album. So I was so excited that she was featured on this album. I was expecting her to not be in the background. She was sort of background singing in this song. I just wanted more. I wanted more. I wanted to hear her voice more clearly because I love her voice so much. But I thought she did a great job of background singing in this, and I sifted it out. My ears sifted out her voice, and I got my fix to be able to hear Lola Young sing. So what I did was I actually tried mapping the song that came after Sticky, Take Your Mask Off, Tomorrow, Thought I Was Dead, and Like Him. And I tried mapping those songs on top of the 4 songs that came before Sticky. And there seemed like there was something there. I reach, okay? I'm a reacher. So I might be reaching, but it seemed like there was something there that possibly the songs that came before this, the 4 songs that I'm referring to, Darling I, Hey Jane, I Killed You, and Judge Judy, are forms of his masking. Then the 4 songs that come after Sticky are a rebuttal to this masking, in which he is being more authentic and being more truthful about what's happening behind those other songs. It seemed like there was something there. Try listening to it that way for yourself and see maybe if you can find some gems out of listening to it this way. I definitely have fun playing around with it. The last 2 songs, Balloon and I Hope You Find Your Way Home, are a grand closing. The song Balloon, it sounds like a balloon. I don't know how Tyler, the creator, made a song called Balloon that sounds like a balloon. He's the creator. Doechie's verse on that song I thought was the best feature on the entire album. Her verse was so dope. So I definitely will be digging definitely will be digging into her music to hear more. I don't know if that was a one-off or what. If you're a Doechii fan, let me know where to start on that one. And then ends with Hope You Find Your Way Home. It fit perfectly to wrap up the album. So yes, I mean, I just enjoyed it overall. I had a very personal connection to this album as I am going through my own process of unmasking. So I found it a very inspirational piece of work. I also saw a video of the making of this album. I suggest that everybody go on the Tyler, the creator YouTube page and watch this video. I thought the video was so beautiful and it was so much fun and so inspirational to hear little pieces of sounds in this video that he's making. It was fun to hear, just pieces of the music in certain spots and how he's creating it and what's in his head at the moment and how he's getting it out. Truly an inspiration to then, see how it turned out in the end. I mean, very beautiful piece of work. I loved it all. I will be listening to this album many, many times more. I know there are people who have already listened to it 30, maybe 40 times. If you are one of those people, please get in the comments and let me know what your favorite parts of the album are and what you got from it. I know the internet is really digging through this and decoding the meanings. Let me know what you thought. And if there are any other great Tyler, the Creator moments. I've made previous videos on other artists, and I've had some people comment on how these artists have influenced them and helped them through hard times. So if you are one of those people and Tyler, the Creator, has been a guiding light in your life, please share. I love to hear those stories. I think I said everything that I want to say about this album. I'm pretty sure that I will turn the camera off and listen to it again and have more things to say. But that's what the comments are for. I hope to hear from you. Thank you so much for watching. If you made it this far, everybody that has been supporting me so far, it's been a lot of fun to do this. So I'm just gonna keep coming back. I'm gonna keep coming back until I'm not having fun anymore. I will see you next time. Bye-bye and namaste.